Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I'm assuming it's working. That's what I am assuming at this moment. Oh, okay, so for those of you who don't know, my name is Luke Huntley, and I am a remote English tutor and have been teaching for a little over 5 years with a master's degree in English, but whatever. So I was on LinkedIn taking one of those online learning courses to increase my chances of finding a decent paying job. And as I was going through the boring modules or whatever, I realized that I felt like I kind of know all of this, or it's information that you can easily find through a Google search, or it's very just abstract knowledge. So I decided to just skip all of the boring stuff and just go straight to the quizzes. I answered one of them, but then I thought maybe I should just do this live and see how I do answering all of these questions about any of the preparation that LinkedIn suggests. I'm also a little legally blind or whatever, so that's why the screen might look all weird and magnified, but whatever. Okay, let's do this. I have not seen any of these questions except for the first one, so this is me going in blind. Okay, let's do it. Alright, let's see here. Two or three. What was not a skill you need? What was not a skill you need to teach effectively online? Okay. Flexibility to respond to messages, okay, no. Ability to communicate clearly, okay. Time management, okay. Strong organization skills, okay. What? That's weird. What was not a skill you need to teach effectively online? I feel like all these are important, but what is one that you don't need to teach online? Okie dokie. Flexibility to respond to messages at any time of. I kind of feel like that's it because all the other ones kind of feel like things that you need to teach anyway. Ability to communicate, yeah, it's important. Time management skills, yeah. Strong organization. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one because I feel like what they're really asking is like what should be already known, and all of these seem like things that you need to teach anyway. Uh, Flexibility to respond. Okay, cool. Correct. Although flexibility. Okay, yeah. Oh, I don't need your feedback. Let's just roll. Let's bust in the dough, man. 3-3. What is central? These are weird, man. What is central advantage? I forgot that should be what is a central advantage of online learning. Okay, okay. What is a central advantage of online learning? Higher costs associated with courses. Okay, that's not it. Convenience. Okay, that's clearly it. More in person. That's definitely not it. Intense student to student interaction. Maybe, but I think what they're really wanting is, unless, I wish they would, like, I don't know, phrase these better because this should be what is a central advantage of online learning. It makes me feel like I'm going too fast and reading this without being, thorough or whatever. Gonna submit. Correct. Okay, this is ridiculous, but let's see what else we have next. Okay. Uh, okay, cool. Let's go to the next one. I'm gonna skip all of these silly ones. Let's go to the chapter quiz. Ooh, this one has 4 questions. Better watch out. What for? When learners create online instructional videos, oh god, or a documentary in order to showcase their understanding of content, which level of the what? Oh god. I have never heard this acronym before. I'm sure it's just like a new fucking BuzzFeed word of the day. But let's just see if we can understand what it is just by the context of the answers. Substitution, modification, augmentation, uh, redefinition. Okay. So, when learners create online instructional videos. Okay, so just like in the education, if you call this scaffolding, pretty much, presenting the information from the teacher to the student. So, like your method of presenting the stuff to the student. So, instructional videos or documentation in order to showcase all their understanding of content, rich level of the model. Okay, so basically what they're asking, when the teacher makes stuff, oh, with learners, okay, when the student makes stuff, it's how you're assessing their progress of, instead of just giving them like a bunch of questions to answer, they have to apply it, uh, like in a hands-on way. So what they're really asking is, when they're making these videos and whatever, what are they actually doing? Okay, substitution. Okay, I know what that is. Modification. No. Augmentation. Okay, I don't know what. Okay, this is clearly like some kind of acronym. It's like, oh, you just have to know what it means. But if I had to guess, I feel like it's redefinition. Because in my mind, when they're making the videos and stuff, it's like they're redefining the uh, information you gave them into their own terms. Like when someone says, explain in your own words, what does this mean? When the student is making the material, it's like they're redefining it into how they understand it. So I'm going to go with that. But oh, hooray! Yeah. Okay, what do we have next? 204. Here we go. That silly acronym. A schwa model is related to. Okay. So the last one was about the students making material for like assessment and everything. So I feel like this has to do with, yeah, just student assessment. So how you incorporate technology into your, okay, maybe the order in which you should, okay, no, I don't think that. The privacy, no. How to organize a synchronous online course, okay, maybe, but since the last one was about videos and stuff, I'm gonna go with this one, but we'll just see how it is. Ah, okay. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Having learners read an ebook. Ooh, an ebook. Using a device. Oh my goodness, a device. That's stupid. Like, as opposed to what? How are they going to read the ebook without a device? That's what we call being redundant in the field of English. Is an example of rich level of their model. I don't know. I guess substitution. Augmentation. No. Modification. So it's like they're using something to access the material. So I don't think it's substitution because what are they going to substitute? How are they going to read the ebook if it's not like a device? Unless they're substituting a regular book from an ebook. This is silly. Augmentation, no, because how are they increasing the ability to look at the ebook? This is ridiculous. Modification. So I don't think it's redefinition, because you already had that one. I'm gonna go for some reason a modification, but I feel like it might not be correct. Oh my god. Okay, no problem, no problem. Okay. Let's go with substitution. Is that one it? Can't tell. Oh, okay. And it's like, if you miss it the first time, they still let you get the correct answer. It's so silly. And it's not like, oh, if you miss that one, it's incorrect. It's like, you have to miss three of them or something. Alright, this is the last one for this quiz. The most common platform for delivering online education is known as. Okay, I actually know this one, believe it or not. Screencast. Oh, I thought they were talking about like learning modular softwares like Articulate or Rise 360 or whatever, but they're doing something silly. A learning management system. Ooh. Okay, no. A SaaS platform. That's what I can't stand about education, or not just education, but just any type of program. They always have to make up these silly acronyms where it's just information that you've already learned, but redefined differently. And I understand that acronyms are important, but it's like, what's the new catchphrase of the day? What's the new, silly acronym that we should learn. Screencast, a learning management system. That just sounds, what a corporate term, a learning management system. That's just so, oh, you're not fired. We're reducing redundancies in the workforce. That just sounds like it's correct. See, it's like stuff like that. It's like just so soul sucking. A learning management system. I am in systems analysis. You know? Okay. Alright, go on to the next one. Okay, so far, I've learned nothing that I don't already know. Or see, what I was hoping this would do is show you what are the best uh, teaching platforms to build curriculum. What are some interesting ways you can actually use the software to build more engaging lessons? And not just like, oh, use a device to read an ebook. It's just like a few degrees removed from PowerPoint is a new form of multimedia. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. See, what I want to do is like make an interactive lesson plan that incorporates like gamification, where you're like making something with like Articulate or Rise 360, uh, where the student's engagement is it's not just like oh multiple choice or fill in the blank or whatever. It's like a video game, but it's not like a video game. It's more about more in-depth student interaction that makes them feel like they're constantly progressing without it being redundant. Kind of like how I'm speaking right now. I just keep repeating myself. Being all redundant. Rich level of here we go, old school. Bloom's taxonomy. Oh yeah, that's like the granddaddy of what you learn in educational theory. And to be honest, even though I've heard it a bajillion times over the past 10 years and know a little bit about it, it was a city diagram of, okay, so the basic, most easiest way I can explain what this is how students learn, I believe is kind of like this whole Bloom's taxonomy thing, because everyone kind of learns in a different way. And I know that's like been kind of debunked recently, like oh, there's 5 different learning pathways or whatever. I don't mean like that. It's a combination of how you assess a student, check to see if they know the material, and when you're assessing the student to see, okay, they understand this and this and this, but not so much this. So if they don't understand this part of the material, then that might mean that they're struggling with understanding other concepts. So how can we, take what they don't know and be like, oh, silly, just memorize these terms, and be like, how can we turn this into um, a way for you to understand the rest of the material, like how you've been doing. Because when you have students look at stuff, like if I were to teach math with, fractions and decimals and percentages, which I'm actually kind of doing right now as a tutor, and the student is like, okay, I get the decimals, I get percentages, I kind of get fractions, but I'm having trouble with fractions. I'll be like, okay, you understand decimals, you understand percentages, and you understand the concept that they are, especially percentages, representing a whole number. So what we want to do is don't think about the fractions as just a separate thing. Connect them with percentages to be like both these things are representing a concept of parts of a whole. And like, oh, okay. So in a nutshell, that's kind of like what Bloom's taxonomy is. Or maybe I'm completely off. I just, it sounds fancy to me. Which level of Bloom's taxonomy can be assessed effectively with oh lord, multiple choice questions. Multiple choice questions are silly, but they're the easiest way to assess students because all you gotta do is like write the question. Uh, Analyze. Okay, it's not create. Evaluate. Ooh, what a like teaching buzz or evaluate. I'm really thinking evaluate. Okay, I'm like almost positive it's evaluate. Oh, now I feel like a fool. all that big talk. Oh, wait, really, the scaffolding method, you know. Okay. Okay. Well, if it's not evaluate, then it's not going to be analyze because those like pretty much the same. You're evaluating the student's progress or whatever, or the information that they know. Unless I'm completely off at Bloom's taxonomy, in that case it might be create because you're creating a method to give them the information. Let's just go. Oh man, I really don't think it's create. I'm almost positive it's not this, but okay, they give me one more chance for some reason. Analyze. Or remember. Remember who you are. So remember, it's just like retaining the information. Obviously, that's it's so silly. Of course, it means that. Um, I kind of feel like it's analyzed though, just because I don't know. It just sounds like it should be the answer. I like how the question that I'm struggling the most on is the one I gave like a 5 minute spiel about. Oh, Bloom's taxonomy. I know this. It's like the thing that I actually remember learning is the thing I'm having the most trouble with. Oh God, no! Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. What do they mean by remember? This was the correct answer. Okay. Ooh, how embarrassing. Don't worry about it. It's fine. This makes me feel that I'm actually going to talk about Bloom's taxonomy, and maybe I actually wouldn't mind looking over that, but whatever. Whatever. Fostering strong learner to learner communication will help learners, I don't know, like a lot of things. All of these answers, okay, that's probably it, but troubleshoot each other's technical problems, maybe? I don't know. Develop online communication skills, answer other learners' questions related to content. What? Hold on. Fostering strong learner to learner. Oh, okay, it's like working in groups and stuff. Uh, Communications will help learners um, troubleshoot each other's. Okay, that's definitely an answer. That's also an answer. Okay, it's okay. It has to be this one then. Hooray! Okay. I keep licking my lips like some kind of iguana. Oh, I'm an iguana. Okay. What is the purpose of formative feedback? Oh yeah. To test if the learner has reached. No. To help the learner gauge their understanding. Okay, maybe. To provide feedback at the end of the course, allowing the learner to be more effective. To let the learner evaluate how ultimately successful they were at mastering. Okay, this one and this one are kind of correct. Because the whole thing of feedback, oh, this is like layman's terms. You don't even have to be in the field of education to understand what this stuff means. Uh, the only one that you kind of actually needed to be in the field of education know what Bloom's taxonomy means is the one I got incorrect, which is kind of embarrassing, but whatever. My master's degree is in English, not in education. I've only been teaching education for 5 years, or teaching English for 5 years, so yeah, don't even worry about it. So when they're saying to provide feedback at the end of the course, allowing the learner to be more effective on the next attempt, that's on my lips. Oh, an iguana. That's definitely it. Because it's like, oh, I like how you did this, but maybe work on this for next time. But this one's also throwing me off. To let the learner evaluate how ultimately. Okay, yeah. That one's just like, oh, you're so strong, you know. Oh, bro, come on now. What? Okay, that's a little silly. Hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on, hold on. Oh, like maybe I'm like reading the question at this point. What is the purpose of formative feedback? Okay, that's ridiculous. To test if the learner has reached a certain level of mastery. To help the learner gauge their understanding of the way and modify. This one and this one are so similar. Because the whole thing of feedback is to help the student improve next time and to gauge on how well they did, but also any mistakes that they made and how to improve on it. It's not to be like, oh, you're so strong, you don't need to improve at all, you know. So I don't know why that one wasn't correct, but let's check on this one. Okay. Is my phone ringing? I think it was. Oh, but no one called. That's silly. Everything is silly, 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 silly. Your answer 2 of 3. Okay. Going to the next one. Is this the next one? Did I answer this one? No, because it's like, we did that one. So this one, I think. An MP3 file, oh, that's adorable, is a common file type. Oh, that's so adorable. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, that's adorable. Wake me up when September ends. You know, like, what year is this? That almost makes me just want to not do any more of this, of how idiotic that was. Just, come on, bro. Companies make products. Customers buy products. You know, it's... Okay, okay. Uh, what is the best example of an... Oh yeah! Accessibility! My man! My man! Accessibility consideration for learners with hearing impairment. Oh yeah! My man! Using easy to read forms with high contrast. Oh no, that's for vision. Oh, look at that. High contrast. My man. Nowadays they call that dark mode, but you know, back in my day, talk about high contrast, you know. Providing closed captions. Oh, yeah, what else do they have? Referring to items by color. Oh, I love this. Using a platform with appropriate headers and alt tags. Okay, whatever. Dude. If it's not closed captions, it's the last one. It's ridiculous. Oh. Silly. 3 of 3. A PDF file is a common type. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay. Introducing the new Windows 97. You know, come on, bro. 2 gigs of RAM with a CD-ROM drive included. Buy it now at your local Radio Shack. Okay. I believe that was it, but unless there's one more. Well, let's go ahead and go back to the one that I failed, so I get the silly certificate. That one should be easy because, well, that is dark, man. I gotta change that highlight text. It's so dark. Okay. Can I take it again? How did that let me take it again? Let me take it again. Continue. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Okie dokie. Rich level of boom, bloom technology. Okay. What was it? It was remember who you are. Okay. Alright. Oh, I like this. They're not having them in the correct order. Uh, One of the things I used to do in high school and in college is if they would have like an online test like this and they would have multiple attempts, you know, what you do is when you fail it, they let you look at the correct answers and then you write them down on like a little document sheet or whatever. And then you go back and, oh, that was this. So then you can totally cheat that way. But, don't worry about it. Fostering strong learner to learner communications will help learners. I feel like that was all of the above. Yep. Okay. One more. What do I get? Do I have to actually watch the study videos, or can I just answer the questions to get the study certificate? What is the purpose of formulative? Okay, yeah, that was the city one too. To test if the learner has reached a. I don't think that was it. To help the learner gauge their understanding along the way, and that should be the answer. If it's not the answer, then I don't know what is. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. Uh, so is there something for the conclusion? Like, is there like a little quiz for the conclusion? Extending your teaching skills. Okay.
Thank you for
Oh,
joining
no,
me
I
in
don't
this
watch the
course.
video. No.
Hopefully I was able.
These videos are so sucking. They're so corporate. Is that it? Well, what happens now? I know there's more. I say you could take one more. Substitute language available. Let's do a little finagling here, and I think there's another one I could take. Hold on. No, this is silly. Hold on. Go to the. I think home maybe. Um. Ah. Wait. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. I know what's going on here. So we answered all the questions, but it doesn't count unless you go with all the silly videos. So I don't want to do that. At least not, on stream. But let's see if there's another one that we can take another quiz on or whatever. Hold on. How can I advance my career? Help me find a course on. Okay, no. Because I know. Okay. I think this is so silly. Why am I even paying for this? Let's go to my library. My library is a library. My collections, family history. What is this one? Okay, yeah. No, there were like two others. But I'm having trouble finding them. Skill evaluations. 0 evaluations. What does that do? What's the evaluations do? You don't have any skill evaluations yet. Well, that's mean. Content. Coding practice. Certifications. Ew. Okay. You know what? This is silly. I know there's another test somewhere. Let me go all the way back to my silly homepage. Silly. It's using like a lot of heavy lifting today. It's like my favorite word. Let me just go back to the very beginning, and then if if I can't find what I'm looking for, then just forget it. Oh, wait, I think this is it. Okay. Teaching with technology. Okay, we did that. Learning how to increase learning. Wait, what? Learning how to increase learn. Oh, I know it's gonna say like learner or something, but that's just silly. Learning to. Okay, let's dig on this one. See what we have going on. Oh, it just continues. So I was already doing it. Whatever.
And its growing popularity.
Hush. Okay. Okay, we'll do a couple of these, and then I think that's gonna be it. It looks like I've already taken some of these. Oh, here we go. What? Oh, this is 8 questions. Oh my goodness. Which is a great way to begin building rapport with learners in your online. Oh, have an icebreaker. Every class begins with an icebreaker. Create a course syllabus that no, that's boring. I mean, that's important. Create a profile for a picture. Require students to watch. Oh God, shoot me now. Okay. Which is a great way to begin building rapport with learners in your online courses. Creative courses. That's important, but that just shows the students what they're going to be learning and stuff. It's not like a personal, like, I'm Billy Mays, you know. Create a profile with your picture and bio. Okay, yeah, this one I'm pretty sure. First, I would have made like a video, but whatever. What else do they have? What is the main advantage of sharing files and resources? Oh, this is ridiculous. And others in the cloud. It allows learners to access the files and resources only. Okay, that's not true. It creates a one-stop shop where learners can access files and resources anywhere. Okay, that's true. What else do we have? It reduces the number of files and resources needed for. Okay, that's not true. Okay, yeah. This is silly. You'd think I could use a better word than silly, but that's just the best way I can describe this. It's idiotic. It's not helping me with any of the things I want to learn. It's really not. It's the most basic of basics. Tracking progress provides. Like, I feel like anyone could pass these. I mean, seriously. Because a lot of these, it's not even you have to be in the field of education. I mean, some of them kind of a little bit, and I don't seem like the Bloom's taxonomy one. Some of them it's like, oh, okay, yeah, but just any type of critical thinking and just looking at the answers and everything, just test taking skills, you can kind of just assess what they're talking about. Tracking progress provides valuable feedback to nobody. Okay, that's sick. Well, I say study one more time. I'm shutting this down. Instructors, tracking progress. Instructors, learners, and instructors, tracking progress. Well, I mean, yeah. It depends if the students can access that. Yeah, look at the grades, man. Okay, yeah. You know what? Learners and students. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, here we go. According to Bloom's taxonomy, what are the highest levels of thinking? Oh, okay, I might act on this one. Okay. Create and evaluate, analyze and apply, understanding and remembering. Okay, it's not. Oh, okay. I'm really thinking it's analyze and apply. Yeah, now this is kind of coming back to me now. It's just like how a student thinks. It's like first they remember, they take in the information, they remember the information, and they can apply the information. Like the last step would be apply, because it's taking everything that you're learning and applying it. So that has to be it. What? What? There has to be create and evaluate then. The last step is you're using the information to create something. It's practical application. Okay, okay, cool. Blank will help inform learners on whether they will be able to access the online learning. Okay. Nope. Minimum. Oh, Lord. Yeah, pretty much. What else do we have? Communication guys. The number of hours. Okay. Minimum technology requirements. Mm-hmm. In order to run Diablo 4 on your Mac, buy a PC instead. Okay, what else do we have? 6 out of 8. When creating learning outcomes, oh yeah, use action verbs that are observable and measurable. What is not a good action verb? Oh yeah! Here we go. My house, in the middle of the street. Action verbs. Subject, and then it talks about the object. John buys milk. Milk was bought by John. John buys milk is the action verb. Or buys. Describe. Create. Wait, what? Hold on. Understand. Wait, what? Whoa, what? Whoa, whoa, what is all of this nonsense? What is not a good action verb? Okay. Well, I kind of wish they would have like a sentence for this to be in context strip. Then I could know better if it's an action verb or a passive verb. Understand? I understand the question. Like, what are they? Is it like take these words and put them into a sentence, and if you can make them into a subject and then object? Like, what are they? Hold on. In creating learning outcomes, use action verb. Okay, I get that. The observer or immeasurable. Okay. Okay. Understand. Demonstrate. Without these being in context of a sentence, I don't really know what. This is so weird. I get what they're asking, but it's like if you're going to present information to a student, what would be the clearest way to describe it? But you can't really give me this without giving me the context of the sentence. In creating learning outcomes. Okay, let's chillax a little bit. In creating learning outcomes. Okay. Oh, okay. Learning outcomes. It's like, at the end of the class, you should be able to. So, at the end of the class, okay, okay. So, what they're saying is like, on the syllabus, under learning outcomes, the student will see, at the end of the class, you should be able to demonstrate the differences, creative, like the things they can do. So, if they're looking at the learning outcomes, what is the best action verb for them to clearly understand what it is they're going to be able to do? Describe. Okay. I really want to go to create because it just reinforces the whole practical application thing that was from the Bloom's taxonomy. So I'm going to do that one. See what we have. Yeah, whatevs. Okay. Demonstrate. Demonstrate is like the same as create because you're describe, understand. It's not describe because Watch is going to be described. No, it's not described because the outcome wouldn't be describe the differences between, active and passive verbs. You would want it to be more like create something using active and passive verbs, or uh, add clarity to your writing incorporating active and passive verbs. Like, if you're teaching math, going back to math, because for some reason, for me, it's easier to make analogies of math. If you're trying to teach someone algebra, variables and constants and whatever, the outcome wouldn't be understand what a variable is. The outcome would be like how to use variables and to incorporate them with equations. It's not like knowing what it is, but how you are going to be able to use it. That's why I'm not thinking it's describe, and that's why I thought it would have been great. But yeah, I guess maybe demonstrate. Ah, okay. Okay. I hope it's not describe. Please be wrong. Oh, good. Okay. It was. Okay. Understand your man. Okay, what else do we have? Wait. Okay, yeah, okay. What is important to consider when creating learning outcomes? Okie dokie. Hallelujah. Make sure they're easy for learners to understand. Yeah. Don't create too many of them. Make sure they align with the overall. Yeah, obviously. Okay, so these were definitely correct. So I asked you all of the above. Nice. Breaking your course, your heart in the weeks or units is a good way to control the all of the above. Scope and sequence. Yeah, that sounds important. Level of student, maybe number of technology issue. Okay. Okay. Scope. Nice. Okay, we got everything but one. Okay, and since I know I'm not gonna get a certificate if I get the whole thing correct, I'm not gonna do it again. Alright. So, okay. Here's what I've learned. I'm not as impressed with my knowledge. Not so much that, oh, I don't know anything. It's more like the questions, I feel like people outside of education could have answered these. Not all of them. Some of them, I think the last couple and this one, I think, when they talk about learning outcomes, I feel like if you're in the field of education, you would have had an easier time understanding, oh, what that means and whatnot, like the jargon. But for the most part, a lot of these are anyone can answer these without even going through the videos, which makes me kind of feel like this whole learning stuff on LinkedIn is kind of a waste of time because the stuff I want to know is way beyond what a LinkedIn can provide me. I want to know. Can you show me? I want to know how to apply gamification and learning strategy outcomes. Oh yeah. Phil Collins. How do I stop this thing? Jane, how do I stop this thing? Gonna run out the clock. I wanna know about the strangers like me. Ah, hold on. I know there's a way to stop this stream.